child is interested and has a hobby doing that thing, it is not the same as being passionate. When you see a young adult who is passionate about, especially creatives, they're passionate about something, they are actively doing it. And it sounds to me, your daughter is probably has a small portfolio that she privately keeps, and she draws or she doodles and she does these things. Maybe she does it at school. That does not count in art class. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actively taking the time to do this in her own time and then actively trying to do something with it. It is very dangerous to allow young people to take on bankruptcy exempt student debt to pursue teenage interests, not teenage passions. These are very different things.
I disagree with the gatekeeping of the definition of passion. The only reason why we would define it is because passion and interest, one of those two, it's a fork in the road. And it's okay for them to go down their passion, but it's not okay to go down their interest, which you and I really don't believe that. Because we don't believe that, we shouldn't gatekeep passion and interest. It doesn't matter. Does it fit her needs? That's the only thing that matters. It comes up to 4 things, and we go over in the degree freeway. And Gianna, you already have it. So it's just a matter of cracking it open and going through this with her, which we'll get to in the second point. It's just income, schedule, work environment, location. That's it. And finally, we put it in there as the danger zone is industry and type of work. The number one thing when we get asked questions like this is they always start with industry or type of work, just like how this question does. The number one thing, and mostly at this age, is going to be income.
And I just want to clarify, that's not to say that if your child is passionate about something at this age, that means that the job that they're trying to pursue, even if it is something they're passionate about and they've actually taken action on it, is the correct thing. It still has to come to the top of their needs. What I'm saying, and I'll tie this back in later, and I'm going to talk about how if they do have a passion that they have been exercising and it doesn't meet their needs, they can still build that out as a career and then have a fail safe. But especially at the beginning when they are this young, I have seen cases, and you've seen this too, where young people will use that, it's my passion, to strong arm their parents into ignoring their needs and into pressuring them into co-signing loans that they should not be co-signing. And it's a real problem. That passion word is super loaded.
I agree with what you're saying. And my argument to you is that by gatekeeping the definition and differentiating passion and interest the way that you're doing, you're giving more strength to passion. Because if you're saying that as long as your child can go through these checkpoints of passion, that they've done it for money, that it's more than just interest, basically, and then all the checkpoints that you gave, then they have a stronger argument for their passion without having to go through the needs checkpoint. Those are the only ones that matter. It doesn't matter if you're passionate about it. There are plenty of people that are passionate about teaching. There are plenty of people that are passionate about working with kids. And then how many teachers do you know that are absolutely miserable because they don't get paid enough money?
Yeah. A ton. That's why I'm clarifying and saying there is a way to use those passions and for parents to encourage their children to pursue learning in their passions without having that be their main career. And we'll talk about this later in the episode because I think this is really important.